What were we learning yesterday? Hands up. So what?
Prokaryotic cells.
And their characteristics.
Okay, one hand up.
The plants and all the animals.
Plants and animal cells. Yes. What else?
The same characteristic that have the animal cell and plant cell.
Characteristics.
The same parts. Sorry.
Oh, okay. You're using the language. Same parts. But do we call them parts?
Organelles.
What do we call them?
Organelles.
Yes. This. We were learning about the organelles, the plants, and the animal cells share. What else did we talk about yesterday? What else?
Prokaryotic.
Chlorophyll. Part of the organelle of the animal, the plant cell, that it has chlorophyll.
It's a chloroplast. Yes. Yes. Yes, Mr. Lemon. Okay, I'll let you think. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about the cell structure.
The things that are similar with animal cell and plant cell.
Correct. That is true. Okay. What does it say here?
Objective.
Objective. Okay, so the objective of this class is to. Okay. Got it? Can somebody please read the first objective?
Objective.
Eh,
Name the organelles that form a cell, animal and plant.
Okay, perfect. We started that yesterday, right? Number 2. Daniel.
Understand and learn the function of each organelle.
Okay, when we talk about the objective number 2, what do you think we're going to do?
Maybe name the parts.
So we did that yesterday. We named them all. We named all the organelles, right? What are we going to do today? What is it? Understand and learn the function of each organelle. What are we going to do with that? What does that mean?
Describe it.
Describe it?
What do what do the any organelle has function?
Yeah. Yes. But what is a function? You guys. Very good, Daniela. How it works.
We will learn how what work has to do with this organelle.
Yes. We are going to learn today about what work does each organelle do. Okay? What is each one of those little organelles inside of the cell? What do they do? Okay. Let's go to the big questions. What do you think? Well, Joel already said it, that the chloroplast has a job. They make chlorophyll. What is the job of the nucleus? Any ideas? The nucleus. It's one of the organelles we talked about yesterday. What do you think the nucleus does, Daniel?
Tell them what to do, maybe.
In order to give, they have the genetic information in the DNA structure.
Yes. So, remember that I was telling you that in science everything changes? Well, that is one thing that has changed. Before, we used to teach that the nucleus has all the DNA, all the information of the cell, and it's like a brain. It tells the cell what to do. He's the boss of the cell. That is not true anymore. Now we know that the nucleus is not the brain of the cell. He doesn't tell anybody what to do. His purpose and his job is to keep, maintain, protect all information in the DNA. Got it? So now we learned the job of one structure. You already kind of knew it. Let's start, you guys. Notebooks out, please. So let's start by saying that these three structures are the most common ones amongst the animal and plant cells. Okay, amongst most cells actually, most cells you're going to find these structures. But as you can read here, and as we were saying yesterday, the nucleus is very special to eukaryotic cells or eukaryotes. That's why animal cells and plant cells, we say, oh, they are eukaryotes. That means, or equals to, they have a nucleus. If they don't have a nucleus, are they an eukaryotic cell?
No.
Very. Okay.
But their cell is cell, right?
Yes. So we're going to discuss these three structures first, okay? We're going to learn what they are. Please, you have to copy this, okay guys? Daniel, can you pass me one of your cells, please? This better. Thank you. So cool. Thank you. Okay. So the cell plasma or the cell membrane, this is an animal one. It's the plant one, right? Give me the animal. Okay, so here we have both cells, right? We have plant cell, we have the animal cell. So the cell membrane or the cell plasma here in the plant cell, where do you think it is? It is after the cell wall or before? Is it outside of the cell wall
The what?
or after or inside?
Outside.
Huh?
Outside.
The what you said?
Inside.
So the cell wall, in the case of the plant cell, the cell wall is outside first. The cell membrane goes after.
cell membrane is the cell membrane is the plasma.
It's plasma, yes, it's plasma. We call it cell plasma because the way it feels or the way it's made is plasma. Okay? So the cell membrane can also be called plasmatic membrane. Okay? Because I think in our book, which way does it appear in the book? Plasmatic membrane. Yes. So the cell membrane is the same as the plasmatic membrane. And you can see it in the animal cell, right? In the animal cell, it tells you that this is the plasmatic membrane. Yes or no? This first one. Because the animal cell does not have a cell wall. Got it? So you see that's one of the differences too. The plant cell has a cell wall, animal cell does not. Does. Okay? So this outside part that we see here in your animal cell, that will be cell membrane or plasmatic membrane. Here?
Yes.
Yes. Now, what does it do?
Or what?
The plasmatic membrane, what does it do? What is its job?
Regulates passage of material between cell and its environment.
So what does that mean? Wait a minute.
It covers only in the cells of the materials of the underground.
Yeah, but I said that it goes around, right? We can see it in the drawing, but what is regulate passage? What does that mean? What is the passage?
Way to go.
Yes, the way in, to pass, to go through. And when you say regulate, what is to regulate?
To make it tinier, tiny,
To make it
tiny.
tinier? Not quite.
Yeah,
You have
it's
to choose a group of working too fast.
What is to regulate?
It's like take or choose things of a group of things.
It's to limit
Yes, regulate is to limit o regular, como en español. Regular. Regular algo, regular la temperatura. Regulamos la velocidad que vamos manejando. ¿Qué significa regular para nosotros en español? Limitar algo. Limitamos o controlamos. Controlamos la temperatura. Controlamos la velocidad, limitamos la velocidad. So, regular, controlar, limitar. Regulates. So, the cell membrane regulates the passage. Now somebody can tell me what that is? Regulates the passage. En passage es to pass. Lo que pasa, las cosas que pasan. Pasar de un lado a otro. Pasar de aquí para acá. Passage, pasar.
limit the materials that go in. Limit the materials that go in.
Yes. Limit, but we wouldn't say they go in. So the job of this membrane is to control what goes around between the cell and the environment where the cell is. So we have this cell, and this cell is in your veins, in your bloodstream, right? It's a tiny, tiny cell. So, Franco, so this teeny tiny cell, this teeny tiny membrane, is gonna check what do we change between the cell, what goes out, what goes in, between the cell and the place where it is. So that's why we say it regulates passage of materials between the cell and its environment. And it also supports the cell. It helps to protect the cell, right? Because it's like your skin. The skin helps us protect everything in our body The membrane also helps protect the cell. Got it? Is that clear? Now, we're going to start talking about it as jobs. Organelles don't have jobs. Organelles have functions. Can we say it together? Functions. Thank you. There are no more jobs, they're functions. Okay. Okay, when you are done writing that down, let me know. That means you're slower. Are we done? Finish writing down?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, I want to explain you this very clear. So the membrane is made out of three molecules, right? So that's what we're going to find. If we take the membrane and we put it on the microscope to see what it is, this is what we're going to find. We're going to find lipids. Can you please repeat after me? Lipids.
Lipids.
Proteins.
Proteins.
And carbohydrates.
And carbohydrates.
Okay. So the lipids are what forms the cell membrane. Then the proteins, they stick to the surface. Some others move around, some move freely, and act as channels. What is a channel? Como canal, ¿no? Actúa como canal. Let through some molecules of other materials. Okay? Got it? And all that happens in this membrane. And then, what are carbohydrates? They work like an ID catcher. They work like an ID catcher. They identify other cells and they say, okay, this cell is okay. We're going to be friends. Stuff like that, right? Yeah. They interact because the carbohydrates check all the other cells around. And here, the cell wall. Why did I take the plant cell? Because the cell wall, the plant cell has a cell wall. And the cell wall covers, or it's outside of the cell membrane. So here, if we start cutting it out like an onion, we will see first, we will see the cell wall, and then we will see the cell membrane, and then keep opening up. We are going to start seeing other things in all the organelles. Okay? Is that clear? That the cell wall is outside covering the cell membrane? Clear?
Yes.
What is the function of the cell wall? Surround or cover and protect the cell. And look, this is so specific. It says for protection. It surrounds the cell and it gives protection to what? To plants, algae, fungi, and some bacteria. Does it say animals? No. Okay. Okay, you guys. If Mr. Herbie allows me, I will still 1 more minute. Or no? Okay, guys. That's it for today. Any questions? Any questions?
Yes. What's AID? Students. A.
Near of the environment.
This.
AID. The last word.
Like
Aid.
no.
Aid.
Yes.
Aid means to help. Support. Aid. Aid means to help. Remember we said we're going to build our vocabulary with this in every class? Please underline this or circle this word. Aid. Any other word you don't know what it means? No? Okay. Before we go, what are the 3 structures? Well, no, we didn't learn 3. We learned 10. So what are the 3 structures that we can find in most cells?
Cell membrane, nucleus, and cytoplasm.
Great. Which ones did we talk about today?
Cell membrane. Cell wall.
Cell wall and cell membrane. Are they different?
And nucleus.
We didn't talk about the nucleus today, right?
A little bit.
Oh, well, yeah, we did. A little bit. You're very precise. We talked about it. Okay, guys.